we had some fun with the top 10 list made up by coaches, NFL execs, scouts, and players. And there was no Detroit Lion on the list for in terms of quarterbacks. This week, today, we came out with that same list for wide receivers.
Yep.
Did you see it yet?
Yeah, I did. I saw some of it. I haven't seen all of it, but
Throw it up.
players.
Watch it all fall out.
Players, coaches, executives, and scouts.
Who do you expect to see on there from the Detroit Lions?
Nobody.
Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody. Not a single Detroit Lion on there. Obviously, one you expect to see is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Was he snubbed? Spin more racks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these guys obviously know more about ball than I do, so I'm not going to argue it too much. But they did say that outside of the honorable mentions, Amon-Ra had the most votes. Like he was the next time.
So he was the honorable
mention. He was the honorable mention.
Jesus,
yeah, so
man, no respect.
That is no respect.
Do you?
But let it fuel him.
When it comes to these lists, because Amon-Ra's only 2 years in the league, so not every single like cornerback has seen him. Like we don't always face the same divisions from year to year. Like it switches up every once in a while. Do you think that takes plays a factor in like the lack of respect for Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but you also got guys in there like CeeDee Lamb, so it is what it is. I think he knows what he is. The league knows what he is. I would see a little bit more. I would love to see a little bit more respect for him, but you got Garrett Wilson as an honorable mention, but Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't.
Yeah, that's actually wild. That's a great point. When I look at this list, and I actually had a conversation with a guy last night who all Pro Bowl, no big deal, and we finally solved the Devontae Adams Justin Jefferson thing. By the way, he said Devontae Adams is definitely the harder cover. Although this
Who
list,
was it? D-Slay?
Yeah, I don't want to say, but yeah. Also, Jared Goff's just easier to game plan against. If anybody's wondering, when it comes to the Dak Prescott argument.
Hey, that's me and Darius Slay no ball. That's all I'm saying. Devontae Adams, number one.
But I'm looking at the list, and one thing I've noticed is like freaks. Guys have Cooper Kupp who like kind of earned his with the Triple Crown situation, just kind of being consistent. Like, I think that's when you have like players and coaches voting for it. It's like, it's I guess the same conversation I had last night. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that are easier to game plan against versus guys that are just fucking freaks and you have to come ready for it.
Yeah.
And in all due respect to Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's more so the guy that maybe the proper game plan or maybe a little bit of scheme. I mean, he's definitely still fucking hard working a dog and one of the best hands in the league without a doubt.
Yeah. You look at all the list of the top 10, and there's only one that's not a freak.
It's the white guy.
It's the white guy. It's Cooper Kupp. Like Justin Jefferson, obviously a freak. Devontae Adams, freakish route running and hands. Jamar Chase, athletic freak. Tyreek Hill, fastest player in the league. Cooper Kupp, white guy. Stephon Diggs, another freak, can make a lot of moves, insane in and out of routes. A.J. Brown, physical freak. DK Metcalf, physical freak. Terry McLaurin, physical freak. Like, the guy can jump over anybody, makes insane catches. And CeeDee Lamb, he's a freak. He's very quick. He's good in and out of routes, but he drops everything.
Yeah, and Lucky Belafonte kind of echoing the kind of comments we're making too is Amon-Ra is not a dynamic athlete. That's why he's not amongst the best. It's the league, not the fans.
Sorry, man. I mean,
I can't disagree.
I can't disagree either, but Amon-Ra, we know he's top 10. He's top 10 in production.
Yeah.
He's top 10 in what he means to the team. So, keep disrespect. He's just going to pin this up. John Brown.
Yeah.
Pops was probably sending him this. Like, you see how they don't respect you yet, son? You got to work. Like, Amon-Ra, if there's anything that man doesn't need, it's more motivation.
Yeah.
And he's just getting it by the daily right now.
That's the part, like, I don't get. Like, there's just guys that just never seem to get respect in this league despite year in, year out producing top 10 value. And I guess Amon-Ra didn't come on to the second half of his first year. Last year was his second year, which that was my excuse. So maybe not enough DBs and coaches got to, like, play against this guy. And because here's the thing is, like, game in, game out, he's fucking cashing in for 100 yards.
Yeah.
8 receptions. Game in, game out.
Always.
But then you have fucking Garrett Wilson on this bitch.
He had a great year, but it was only 1 year.
What did he? Yeah, JB, can you pull up Garrett Wilson's stats?
He was the offensive rookie of the year.
I know that, but like, what was he doing to like get an honorable mention over
83 catches, 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Amon-Ra had what, 6 touchdowns last year? Like 11 or 1,000.
Amon-Ra had 106 catches, 1,161 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So a better
statistic.
Better season.
I guess again, this comes down to the freak. Can you guard him? Can you not?
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra St. Brown on tape probably looks a lot more guardable than everyone on this list, to be honest with you. Outside of maybe Cooper Kupp.
Isaac Lee says Cooper Kupp, hardworking, sneaky athletic, high dateability for daughters, real locker room guy.
High motor.
Does all the dirty work. Yeah, high motor player, great character guy.
Real gym rat.
Yeah, you know. That's Cooper Kupp right there.
Jay Thomas, Woodward Sports Chat, says Amon-Ra is working on a deep ball. If he gets that, oh my God, he'll be better than Golden Tate. I think he's arguably better than Golden Tate right now. Is that a hot take?
Amon-Ra?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like Golden Tate was better yak guy. I'm saying like making plays after the catch, but like just as a receiver, pure receiver, like going out there and getting open and catching the ball. Amon-Ra it should be in the top 10 in terms of like that.
I mean,
I think after year 3 he'll get.
He'll be better. He'll be better. You know, Golden Tate only had 3 years of over 1,000 yards, but
yeah,
2014 for the Lions, he had 144 catches, 1,300 yards.
Damn.
Yeah.
Golly.
And
what a fucking year.
Yeah, for the Lions, his years with the Lions, 144 catches, 128 catches, 135 catches, 120, and then 113. The year he got traded.
Only 3 years over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so. Amon-Ra will have a better career, but he still needs to do a little bit more before I say he's better than Golden Tate.
That's where it's at. Well, I know. I think he's better than Golden Tate now. Still, I don't. Because Amon-Ra's going to have that kind of year.
He's going to have a better career.
Like what, 900 yards his rookie year? You have Amon-Ra stats in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Oh, wait. No, I don't. Wait.
I feel blessed. Straight up. I guess Amon-Ra projects to be better than Golden Tate.
Yes. I would agree with that. Yeah, he had 912 yards his rookie year, 5 touchdowns.
Golden Tate didn't hit 1,000 yards or 900 yards until that 2014 season with Matthew Stafford and Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra did that his rookie year. By the way, only played like in the second half of that rookie year. Mm-hmm. Then hit 1,100 in the second year. Like he projects to be better than Golden Tate. I think they're obviously, again, Golden Tate's better yak guy. But Amon-Ra, when all said and done, will probably be the second best wide receiver in Detroit Lions franchise history.
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa? Shout out to Herman Moore.
Think he's going to be better than Herman Moore?
Yes. Pull up Herman Moore stats. Let's just go off for some projections here. Chris, go ahead. While he's pulling those up, what are you going to say?
Yeah, my question is with Amon-Ra, because I find it interesting that a receiver like Amon-Ra isn't considered by players and coaches the top 10, because those are the nerds of the game. Those are the ones that understand the non-flashy, the nuances and the non-flashy plays, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is always
nuances, like the little things.
Like little specific things, and I'm just surprised that of all people, I thought he would be ranked higher among peers and coaches than he would among fans.
Yeah,
he's that guy that like is fucking whooping your ass in and out, but he's like, oh, he's getting lucky. Oh, it's because of scheme.
And he just keeps doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Because he doesn't do anything flashy. He's just fucking
Herman Moore. So obviously his career was in the 90s. It went from 91 to 2002.
Yes.
So it wasn't the inflated passing stats of today.
Mm-hmm.
He was a 3-time first team All-Pro.
Save me the bullshit. Give me the numbers.
All-Pro. First team All-Pro is bullshit.
Give me the numbers.
In the 90s, first team All-Pro is bullshit.
Give me the numbers.
Let's see.
That's a stacked box against Barry Sanders, by the way.
94, he had 132 catches, 1,173 receiving yards. 95, 123 catches, 1,686 receiving yards, and 14 touchdowns. 96, shout out, great year. 106 catches, 1,296 yards, 9 touchdowns. Like he'll have some work to do if he's gonna catch Herman Moore.
He's gonna catch Herman Moore. Herman Moore Herman Moore is the second best wide receiver in Detroit Lions history. 9,174 yards on 670 receptions.
Yeah, 62 touchdowns.
62 touchdowns.
His best year was 95.
What did he do?
123 receptions, 1,686 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
How many yards? I'm sorry.
1,686.
Damn.
And 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, Amon-Ra's going to give you that if he stays healthy. If Amon-Ra is if we're lucky enough to get a second contract out of Amon-Ra St. Brown in 4 years' time, he's going to be putting those numbers up. I think, he's absolutely projecting to be the second best wide receiver in Detroit Lions history.
I hope so.
Those touchdowns, though, that's the one fucking 67?
62 touchdowns in 122 games.
Tell me, chat. Is this a hot take?
I think so.
I don't know, man. What did Herman do his first 2 years?
Started one game his rookie year. His second year he had where he actually started. He started 11 games.
966 yards.
Yeah, 966 yards, 89 catches, 4 touchdowns.
Herman's a dog.
Herman was a dog.
I bet we can get Herman on the show to talk about this. Holy shit, man. From 94 to 97,
Yeah.
dude was putting in work,
Yeah, he was a 4-time Pro Bowler and a 3-time first-team All-Pro.
14 touchdowns in 1995.
Yeah, I just said that like 3 times.
No one's listening to you.
100%.
100%. Amon-Ra St. Brown projects to be the second greatest wide receiver in neutralized history. I just think he's going to have more longevity. I hope so, at least, if we're blessed to see a second contract out of him. It's not necessarily a jab at Herman. I think it's hard to say.
You just have a lot of faith in Amon-Ra.
I think. What do you mean a lot of faith?
That's
Look
not
at what he's
easy
done.
to do.
But based off what he's shown you, you don't think it's doable?
1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns? No, I don't think he'll put up those numbers.
That's fine. That's one season. But I'm talking about the finality of it. Was it 6,000, 9,000?
9,000, yeah.
I guess we got a stat right here. I'll send it to you.
9,174 yards and 62 touchdowns.
Here, I'll send it to you. Oh, actually, we got to go to break. Yeah. Eight years out of Amon-Ra St. Brown, he'll be at 9,000 yards. The 62 touchdowns, that's different.
Not going to happen.